This is Morning Edition on WCJB TV 20, your local station.
We're following a developing story this morning. Gainesville is now under a local state of emergency due to today's appearance by white nationalist speaker Richard Spencer at the University of Florida. Now, this is a look at Bo Diddley Plaza. It was closed last night at 7, and construction fencing was put up around about half of the plaza to keep people out until Friday. Now, for any questions, Alachua County has activated the rumor control hotline where you can dial 311 for information. And more than $500,000 is being spent on security for today. Local, state, and federal agencies are mobilizing to make sure the controversial event doesn't get out of hand. TV 20's Crystal Bailey says UF officials are trying to prevent chaos like we saw in Charlottesville this summer.
Not being prepared is not an option.
City and county leaders are taking the arrival of Richard Spencer very seriously.
The ripple effects of Wednesday's Parkland shootings are being felt here in north central Florida. Gilchrist County schools will be closed today following an email threat they got around 8 last night. The superintendent says with such short notice, the district cannot confirm how legitimate that threat is. Marion County schools also sent messages to parents yesterday evening stating there will be extra security at Lake Weir High School today after the copycat threats. They encouraged parents to talk with their kids about the seriousness of fake threats. And we're learning more about what it was like inside of the South Florida school mass shooting. A former well-known Buchholz High School band director says he is safe after experiencing those horrifying moments at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. TV 20's Brianna Villegas tells us where he is getting some surprising support.
Alex Kaminsky is the current band director at the high school, and he says he's still in shock. I talked with him as he wraps his head and his heart around what happened.
It was like a bad nightmare.
That was Brianna Villegas reporting. As the country continues to mourn the loss of those killed in the Parkland school shooting, University of Florida students are coming together to honor the lives of those students with vigils throughout the day. TV 20's Alexis Cruz is live at UF's campus where one vigil is about to begin. Alexis?
Good morning, Haley. Certainly, this loss is being felt across the country, and that doesn't stop here at the University of Florida.
The names of every person killed in that South Florida shooting have been released, and many UF students have ties to the high school because they are graduates of it. The university has almost 300 students who are also alumni of Marjorie. TV 20's Crystal Bailey shares some of their reactions.
It's scary because you don't know who's on the list.
Antique Mall in Micanopy is making a comeback as Antique City Mall.
Hundreds of vendors were affected when the building was severely damaged by a fire in January. TV 20's Brianna Villegas joins us live from Micanopy, where she met with the new owner today.
Dave, Paige, I had the chance to walk through the new building today, and the
Gator men's basketball team tips off its season tonight in the O-Dome.
And fans are already getting ready for the game against Gardner-Webb University. TV 20's Alex Calamia joins us live outside the O'Connell Center with some excited Gator fans. Al?
Absolutely, Dave. Game starts at 7, and there is already a lot of excited fans filtering into the arena.
Good morning and welcome back to Morning Edition. I'm Haley Wade. It is 6:32 on this Thursday, and it is a cold one outside, Mike.
It sure enough is. I tell you what, Haley, it is a cold beginning to our day across northern Florida. We have a hard freeze watch in effect. We'll give you a lot more info on that in just a few minutes.
Grab your jackets today. And before you head out the door, let's get a check of traffic with Dave Anderson. He has our traffic team update. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Haley. Thank you very much. Dave Anderson, WCJB Traffic Team Report.
Heavy smoke in Levy County is creating hazardous driving conditions. The Florida Division of Forestry has 2 prescribed burns that are impacting visibility on County Road 337, State Road 121, and County Road 326. An unpredicted shift in wind direction caused that heavy smoke to blow over those roads. The Levy County Sheriff's Office is asking drivers to please use extreme caution in these areas when driving. Alachua County fire officials are pitching the idea for a new fire station in Millhopper Road, and some concerned residents are not having it. TV 20's Alexis Cruz joins us live in the studio to explain.
Yeah, Haley, Alachua County Fire Rescue has requested a special use permit from the county that would allow the building of a new station on the 7500 block of Millhopper Road. This same road is filled with dozens of residential homes. Those homeowners affected were able to express their concerns last night at the county meeting, and they did not hold back.
this site that they're picking is not the right site.
The discussion is far from over.
Now, some of these residents say the traffic the station could bring could be a risk for pedestrians, bicyclists, and school buses traveling Millhopper Road. For now, the planning board has set a tentative date for a new hearing on February 27th. Live in the studio, Alexis Cruz, TV 20 News.
We're following a developing story. Thieves are on the run after shattering glass and breaking into several businesses in Gainesville overnight. TV 20's Crystal Bailey reports investigators are trying to determine whether the string of burglaries is connected.
3 Gainesville stores with the same problem. Crystal Bailey, TV 20 News.
A Lake Weir High School teacher accused of having a relationship with a teenage girl has been arrested and charged with sexual assault. TV 20's Curtis Jennings spoke with school officials who tell him it should go without saying those types of actions won't be tolerated.
This kind of activity is never appropriate. It's
reporting in Marion County. Curtis Jennings, TV 20 News.
Coming up in your morning sports report, after a rough away game, the Gators men's basketball team is back in the O-Dome. Sports director Ian Preston will have the Gators taking on Arkansas next. We have new details surrounding Monday night shooting in the city of Alachua. 3 victims are still in the hospital while the other 2 have been treated and sent home. TV 20's Brianda Villegas tells us why some residents are still raising their eyebrows.
The 3 victims still in the hospital include a 2-year-old boy with non-life-threatening injuries, an 18-year-old man also with 9 non-life-threatening injuries, and a 19-year-old man who is still in critical condition. The 2 other victims who were sent home are a 3-year-old girl and a 24-year-old woman. Police haven't named any suspects yet, and some residents say the city seems quieter than usual.
And if you can't be safe in your own community, where can you be safe at? It's scary.
That was Brianda Villegas reporting. Police say the shooting isn't a drive-by, but they do know of 2 vehicles involved. They haven't released their description, but will continue to update this story on our website, WCJB.com, as well as Facebook and Twitter. We're hearing a dispatcher audio from Monday night shootings in Alachua, the neighborhood understandably on edge with bullet holes in windows and shotgun shells scattered on the ground.
The mayor just called in by. He heard 6 to 8 rapid-fire shots.
The dispatcher audio later reveals one of those victims was a 3-year-old shot in the hand. TV 20's Crystal Bailey spoke with some neighbors who are trying to keep their kids close to home and hoping the gun violence doesn't continue.
So I heard 3 shots the first time, and the last time about 5 shots. It must have been an automatic, what they were shooting.
Crystal Bailey, TV 20 News.
And we'll continue to update this story on our website, WCJB.com.
Showers possible as we go through our morning. Otherwise, as we get to the noon hour, I think once we pass noontime, I think we're done with any chance of rain. And we'll just have a couple showers as far as that goes. And then a few rays of afternoon sun. We get to 68 today.
For Groundhog Day.
Yes.
Just in time for your favorite holiday.
By the way, it's a cold morning up there in Gobbler's Knob. It's like, or, Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. It's like 13 degrees.
13 degrees.
I think we have a
and I
video.
Complain about the cold weather here sometimes.
So it's really not too bad.
Yeah, let's take a look at this live feed. Look at it. They have a band out there. I mean, they are really celebrating, and it is what? Not even 7 a.m. quite yet.
Yeah, the sun rises 7:25 there. People.
So when, do you know exactly when they bring out the groundhog?
We know the predictions will be accurate, whatever it is.
Did you look that up?
I found it somewhere.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you back here at noon. Happy Groundhog Day.